Well, hey,
You are live.
again. Good to be alive, honey.
We
How you
made it.
doing? How was trick or treating last night?
It was good. I was in
Yeah.
pain, but it was good.
Oh, the kids have a good time?
Yep, and that's all that matters.
That's right. When you're a mom, that's what happens. Did they share any of the candy with you at least?
I don't really eat that stuff.
Even the good stuff?
No.
Good for you. I never used to, but now I do. Yeah, now I do. Anyway, hey, welcome back, guys. I've got a couple of things. You know, when the holidays come around, crafting just goes off the charts. So we got a few things going on. But last night, no, a couple nights ago, I was in Michael's and I found this. Now, I have made a lot of cards out of this, and here's one of them. And of course, I always put a paper inside. So it's, you know, a little more upscale and easier to write on. And if you make a mistake, you could take it out and put a new one in. That's pretty key for me because I often misspell things and I don't know, forget a word, whatever happens. So anyway, I just thought I would share with you. This is not what we're doing today.
I love the
Uh,
turkey.
it's a turkey, and there are a lot of different ones that you can use in cards in here. It also comes with these nice stickers that you can use on envelopes or make little signs or, you know, if, actually you can even add papers behind the stickers and, you know, make layers and then they become big enough to use on a card. So, wait, this has probably got a zippy thing. I was just so excited to find these that I thought I would share some of the things that you get. So
I
yeah,
love
there's the
the turkey.
turkey and it's got some sparkles on it. And if they don't have sparkles, I often use the little tubes and I make sparkles and embellish them in ways that, you know, so there's all kinds of things in here. Um, Good for the kids. Kids could make some really fun cards. Here's blessed, uh, you know, fall, Thanksgiving, whatever. So yeah, I mean, add some sparkles to that, and that just comes alive. Another thing I
Mhm.
use, and I've mentioned this before, is my glossy accents. This is a Tim Holtz product, Ranger. I think that the series is Ranger. And what this does is it raises, it's clear, but it raises up on top of whatever you're putting it on so that it becomes a little bit 3D. And so if you don't want to put sparkles, this is a really good thing to add. Okay, so I wanted to tell you that. And I will show you today's project. What do you think of that? Can you see that?
A little cone. I love the
Yeah, let's
angel.
see. It's like a cornucopia. It's a Christmas ornament. Um, yeah, that's what we're going to be making. And I could have had everything cut out already, but I figured I would show you the process because it was tricky to figure out. And what I did was I had some, cheap paper. So I used that as a pattern to make one. But now that I know how to do that, uh, I used wrapping paper. I used wrapping paper on this pink one, and we're going to use gold wrapping paper on this one. So I went to Hobby Lobby, my other favorite store, uh, for craft supplies, other than online and, Temu. And I got these cones. These are 4-inch cones. Now, I don't know if your Hobby Lobby still has them in the store. You can get them online. I went on Amazon and they wanted $25 for 12. These were $4 for 6. Same thing. And but they didn't have any left in my Hobby Lobby. So I may have to order if more online if I decide to do more of these. But right now I have 6. And they were half price. So instead of paying $3.99, I paid $2.99. That's a big difference from, $24. Anyway, okay, so that's that. Let's see what else we have going on. So I got a piece of wrapping paper. I got my cone. And what I'm gonna do is, and the way I cut this out was I put the cone down so that it would have, I cut it out so it has extra. See this on top? Because I want to be able to fold it in. So I gave myself a lot of extra paper to cut off, but better safe than sorry. And so that's what we're going to do. And of course, I have my lovely glue. You know my glue. Um, and this is going to be a fast setup. I could use my hot glue gun, but I don't know if I always like my hot glue gun so much. So just gonna make sure I get this so that it's round. Okay. I'm just gonna cut a little of this corner off. Take a little bit of that bulk out and put some more glue down the cone to hold that. Now I'm leaving a little bit extra at the point because I'm going to cut that off too. So I'm just pressing this to make sure it's holding on. You could use a piece of Scotch tape too to do that part. But, I like my glue. I put some glue down that edge and I'm just going to make sure it's tight. And I'm going to put that seal on there. There we go. Now I have a big piece of paper left over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. Now, I think there's a way to do this where you make a pattern that has, more of a circle, like a half circle or a 3/4 circle, something like that. I found this easiest to do. Get rid of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut down to the cone. This just makes it easier to fold in.
How did the How did the craft event turn out? Was it profitable for you guys?
Yeah, I think so. Not as profitable as he is in the past. Um,
Were you able to donate?
oh yeah, we raised $800.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. You know, the artists are very, very generous. And
Yeah.
some people, they just donate for the cause and they don't even take anything off of the table.
Mm-hmm.
But we're thinking about how to do that a little differently next year, because some people thought that we had so much on the table that um, people weren't buying their stuff because they could make a donation and get it cheaper. People were donating some really good stuff, you know, glass fusion and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So there's my cone. Just push it all down, make sure it's flat. Um, I think I like using wrapping paper because it's pretty. It's pretty economical. And if it's not too thin, it holds up pretty well. So just smoothing this all out. And there we go. Now I'm going to decorate it. I have some choices. One of the things that I've figured out is when Hobby Lobby has their in their sewing section, when they have their sale on ribbons, you can get some really good ribbon, much different than you can like in the craft section. Like in Michael's, it's over by the floral where I am. But if you go to the seasonal section, one of the things that I've been able to find at Michael is stuff like this. And this is a ribbon pack. I have one for Halloween, and I have one, with the reds. It's a really good bargain for crafting. Um, so if I was doing a red one, which I could do some red on this, I would do that. I have this ribbon. This is celebrated Christmas Noel from Michael's. Um, I usually wait for, they have some good sales. Right now at Hobby Lobby, they are just getting rid of, I mean, Christmas is out. Forget about Thanksgiving. Halloween is gone.
I
Thank,
know. That's why I'm saying it's good that you do something for Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving just like doesn't get any stage time. It doesn't get any stage presence. It's like
yeah,
we
yeah.
just
Well,
we wait
it's
for
hard.
Halloween and then Halloween's gone. Let's just skip over Thanksgiving and go right into Christmas.
Well, the Thanksgiving stuff is down to, I think, 3 aisles at Hobby Lobby. 3 aisles. It's
That
condensed,
mhm.
and I think it's 40% off. Christmas is 50% off. So good.
Christmas is
Um,
on sale.
yeah, 50% off.
Wow.
I know. So I got a bunch of stuff. All right. So for ribbon, I like to use my fabric glue. And this is Beacon Fabric Tack. So I'm just going to put some of that. I'll start at the back.
Well, everybody loved strawberry shortcake yesterday.
They did. She was so, so cute. I
She
was
didn't even
expecting.
want. She didn't want to take her costume off.
Oh, first she didn't want to put it on.
Yeah, first she didn't want to put it on, then she didn't want to take it off.
And then she didn't want to take it off.
Yeah,
Well, she must have got a lot of compliments and had a lot of fun.
yeah, she was like running. I was like, slow down. She's like running to the doors.
Oh, I remember doing that, trying to keep up with you.
So cute.
And I sent you out with Uncle Kevin. He was
Yeah,
dressed, he was
that
dressed
was
as
the
a
best.
woman one year.
Yeah,
Remember, I dressed him as a woman, and
that
I
was
gave him
the
a
best.
pocketbook for a bag. And for some silly reason, we put him in high heels.
Yeah,
Now, what do you think he was like?
he
How
made a
old
good
was it?
looking woman.
Yeah, he was in his team. Might have been about 14.
He made a really good looking woman.
He really did, right?
He has skinny legs, so it
He,
works.
yeah, I did his hair, everything. So you would hop, skip, and jump and run up to a door, and I got this thing to put the bottle in while I'm using it. We'll see how that works. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. Um, anyway, you would hop, skip, and jump to the door, and then he would get there, and they would think he was your mother, so they would just close the door, and he didn't get any candy. You came home with a bag full of candy. He came home, his legs were killing him, and he had 2 pieces of candy.
Welcome to womanhood.
So I said, Sandy, share some of your candy with Uncle Kevin. And yeah,
That's hilarious.
so that
Yeah, he
happened.
was a good sport. I remember. And then we changed costumes. We did a costume change, and then we went trick or treating again to the houses that had they were handing out candy bars, big old bars.
Wow.
Let's go back to those houses.
Yeah. So I'm just looking at what embellishment I want to put on this, and I haven't quite decided if I want that one or this fancier one.
What are you going to fill them with?
Well,
Candy?
you can fill them with candy. You can put I was thinking maybe one of these little, also from Hobby Lobby, little
Oh, yeah.
snowmen.
Put a little ornament in there, you mean?
Yeah,
Now, did you get to mail anything to Renee yet?
have it in a pile along with Uncle Eddie's birthday card, which was October 21st,
So
22nd.
you're overdue for a trip to the post office.
Well, and this is why it's good to have those papers in the cards, because I pulled out the paper that I had in there that was wishing him a happy birthday, and I changed it to a happy belated birthday,
Oh,
letting him know that I had thought about him and I had made him a card. I just didn't get it to him in time.
yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully, yeah. I don't know what it is about getting out to the post office and stuff. Everything is in a different direction, you know? Anyway,
Um,
I think I like this fancy one. What do you think?
sure.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a hole. So let's see, here's the back. And so halfway up, I'm going to punch a hole in here. Yeah, about I don't know, quarter of an inch down.
I wonder how the cousins in New Jersey did trick or treating with Christine's kids.
Oh, I know. I can't wait to hear. Okay, so then I'm going to go straight across about the same way down. And I'm going to make another hole on the opposite side. And this is going to be for the handle. So I'm just turning this. There we go. And I'm going to make it from the inside out too. Okay.
We saw a lot of dogs last night. Oh my goodness.
Did you?
The baby was like, I was like, is this dog night or is this Halloween? Like, she wanted to stop and love on every single dog that we saw.
Of course she did.
And it started turning into dog night.
Okay. So what I did was I pushed this into the hole I made. And this is, well, this is a long, what do you call these? Pipe cleaner.
Garland?
Pipe cleaners. It's got wire in it.
Oh.
No, they're just bigger than the regular pipe cleaners. They have them around the holidays.
Yeah. Okay.
So I had a package of those, and that's what I'm using. But you could use ribbon. So I think I want this to be maybe about that high. And I need
Yeah, because
room to,
Garland would be like, there's no wire, wouldn't have any support.
yeah. And then I'm just going to put this through the hole. So I can see the hole. There we
But you
go.
could take some wire and wrap some garland around it if you didn't have that kind of stuff.
You certainly could. You certainly could. Okay, so now I'm just turning this so that it'll stay inside. Here we go. So now I have that part. Okay, move this out of my way. Now on the other one I used some lace. This one I'm not using lace on. But I am using, put it away. I'm going to use this trim. Now you could use a different color trim if you wanted. We have some other
Did we
trim.
ever figure out if anybody wants to purchase anything from you? If they want to purchase some cards for the holidays or whatnot?
My Venmo?
Yeah. Did we figure out your payment option?
No,
You said you had one.
I do. I have a Venmo and I have a what's the other one? PayPal? No.
Zelle? Zelle.
Venmo and something else.
Zelle. I think it's Zelle.
Maggie set it up for me.
Okay, so I have to
I
ask
gotta
her.
get in touch with Meg.
Yeah, because people might want to buy some cards. Is it how much do you charge for in the mail? Do you have to charge for shipping?
Well, I have to charge for postage, which probably isn't much because I would just put it in another envelope unless I do a bunch of them.
Well, it depends if you're shipping out of the US. Inside the US is
Whatever it
reasonable shipping.
costs.
Yeah,
Yep.
but outside of the US it could get really pricey.
Yeah, I would imagine it did. I have never done that.
I tried to mail my friend a book in Australia and it was like $85
Oh my gosh.
for a $10 book.
How?
Yeah. It depends where you're shipping to, but so what is it? 5 cards for $20 or 5 for 25?
They're $5 each and 6 for 25.
Oh, 6 for 25 plus shipping,
Yeah.
depending on where you live.
Yep. And it would just be the cost. There's no
That's a good deal because even the cards in the stores and the grocery stores and whatnot, some of them are like $6.
oh, they could be more than that. But
Yeah.
my slogan is make the card you send a gift. And, I've been told that some people, I'm going to be doing teaching cards at the Art Buddies, probably starting tomorrow. And so people make them, and then their kids, grandkids, kids, whatever, um, want them all the time handmade. And sometimes they frame them. So that
Do you
makes me
think
feel
you
good.
could, do you think you could put, like, I used to always love those musical cards, the ones that play music when you open them. Do you
Yeah.
think you could find something that we could put in one of your cards that plays music? Do they have anything like that?
Uh, I don't know. I would have to look at that. They probably
Oh,
do. I mean, if they make them for Hallmark, they probably do.
yeah.
That's something to look into, honey. Yeah. Thanks for the idea.
Yeah, I wonder if the crafting stores would sell something like that.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. So I glued an extra piece on. So it gives it a little bit more uh, uh, jazz,
Right.
bedazzle, whatever that word could be. I used to have command of the English language. I seem to have lost it.
Well, it's whatever you want to call it. You're the artist.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So now
What are
I'm
you
going
trying to make? What are you trying to make it have? Pizzazz?
to, yeah, a little bit more ornamentation. Okay.
Ornamentation.
Ornamentation. I
Is
don't
that a
know.
word?
I
Hey,
don't know.
Alexa, is an ornamentation a word?
Yes, ornamentation is a word in the dictionary, which is
Wow.
usually defined
All
as
right. All right.
I
furnishing with ornaments.
Go
didn't,
for it.
I didn't know. I thought you made it up.
Do you want to hear it?
No, I thought you made that up. I never heard ornamentation.
You did, huh?
Alexa, what other words are used that sound like ornamentation?
Mm.
The word
All right.
ornament is one of the words that is similar in pronunciation to the word ornament, with both words being pronounced with the stress on the second syllable. Another word that has a similar pronunciation is the word most, which is pronounced most with the long O sound.
The most. Oh, I like that. Your art is the most.
There you go. All right. So what I'm doing now is I have a piece of wire,
Ornamented.
and I got a set of beads. They came in a string, sort of like this.
Ooh,
So I'm putting one on the bottom.
you're getting all ornamented.
Um, yeah. Let's see if I like that. I don't know if I like that. We'll see. Maybe I'll put that at the top. Yeah, I don't know. It's cute, but so what I want to do is I want to put both those wires up into the bead. I need to use the other one. Um, it's got a bigger hole in it. Okay. So I'm going to put this bead on and I'm pushing it down.
I'm going to use
And
that word more often now that I know it's a word. I didn't know that was a word.
there you go.
When I get dressed, I'm going to get ornamented.
Well, go for it. Go for it.
Forget about accessories. Let's get ornamented.
Yeah. Ornamentation.
I want to get ornamented all with myself.
Having a little problem. I made
I
it
want to
too early.
ornament my car. I'm going to
There we
ornament
go.
my house.
All right. So now I've got some beads on there.
Who in the chat needs some ornamentation in their life? And if you're watching, please say hi and where you're watching from.
Uh-huh. All right. So now,
She ignores me.
who ignores you?
You. It's like,
Oh,
anyway,
I'm sorry. What did you say?
it's fine.
Where am I ornamentating from?
Where's my ornamentation people at? Let's go.
Uh, I have this wire is thick. I should have used a thinner wire, but we can make it work. Okay. The piece of wire I have has plastic on top of it. I could have just used regular. So we have nice little
Pretty.
right? And now
Hmm.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up in the hole.
That's called bling.
Yes, we have some bling. I'm
We're
just going to put
blinging it up.
a little dab of hot glue to hold it there for a minute. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue, if I can do it without getting my finger burnt, this thing into the inside. Now with the other one, I use double stick tape and then some glue, regular, my favorite glue. But this one, I'm going to try this, ruining my tools. Hot, hot. We always have a wet paper towel nearby. Okay, strings. There it is. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put a piece of
Did you
tape
burn
over.
your hands? Burn your finger?
Not really. Just a little bit.
Don't try this at home, kids, without an adult. You don't
Yeah,
need a
yeah.
hot gun.
This
Don't
is
use a
really
hot
an.
glue gun alone. You need an adult.
But next month's project. Oh, that's going to be
Oh.
wonderful to do with a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we have an ornament.
Pretty with bling.
And you can put tissue paper down in there, which is what I did with the other one.
Oh yeah.
And then
Or you could put like a pom pom in there.
I could put anything in there that I wanted. I put that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I could put, if I put something red in there, I could put some red bows. You know what? I like the white bows. I think I might do white bows on the side. Oh, maybe. We'll see. How about this guy?
And what is that? I can't see your fingers on
My
it.
fingers on it. Sorry.
Is
Let's
it a
try.
little snowman?
It's a little snowman,
Oh, that's cute.
right?
How about a picture of someone's dog? Could
You
put a
know?
picture of your dog in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything you can find. So here's a little hint about next month.
A hint. Oh, I love the angel. I love angels.
Okay. So
You know, me and Renee love angels.
I do. And that's going to be part of next month's project. Just hang that up. So next month, I went to the $1.25 store and I found these little bags of angels.
So
And
cute.
I know Coralie wanted to do a, a show with me again, a project.
Yeah.
So I found these little boxes and I got some trees. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint the box. We're going to paint the angel and make like a little snow scene.
So cute. Oh
We have
yeah.
different sizes.
I've been
Yeah,
needing a little box for their baby teeth. I have I save their baby cheese.
Well
I don't know
said.
why I save it, but in case they want it when they're older, I need a little
I
box to
know.
put them in, like a little tooth fairy box.
Well, I'm sending you a box as well. So
Okay.
you can paint it and make a little box without, you could do whatever you want with it.
Oh,
You can join us.
I have to paint it myself.
Yeah. But I'm sending the paint
I have paint.
and I'm sending this.
I
I
have
already,
glue. I have paint.
I already told Coralie that I was sending, she helped me pick out the colors of paint and stuff.
Hmm.
Which I also got at the $1.25 store. So yeah. Okay.
I've been going to the Goodwill. I find so many cool treasures at the Goodwill.
My Goodwill has gotten, I don't know what to say. It's gotten cranky. So the
Yeah.
prices of the clothing is about the same price as the stores when it's on sale,
Yeah. It
right? So I
depends.
can
Yeah,
get
but
it.
you gotta dig through and find little gems,
Well,
dig in.
that's okay. But now they've closed the dressing rooms and you only get
Oh.
2 days to exchange.
Oh, they let you exchange. Some of them don't even let you exchange or return. No
Yeah,
exchangeable.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they just, they were supposed to, the CEO or the founder, he got rich off of this. He's still getting rich. And they, they employ people with disabilities, which is
Right.
great. You want that, but they don't have
Right.
to pay them as much. And so really you're getting rich off the backs of, people who they could use a decent wage. Let me put it to you that way.
Well, if they make too much money, then they get their benefits cut off. So it's a fine line. They have to walk a fine line because I've worked with people with disabilities for almost
I don't,
10
yeah,
years.
yeah. And it kind of traps you. It
Yeah, but
traps
it's
you.
good. I support that because it gives them a sense of being part of a community and self-worth, and it brings up their self-esteem, and I support that. I do.
Yeah, I wish that, it felt more like I don't see a lot of disabilities.
But they raising the prices. They shouldn't be doing that. But probably their rent is getting increased on them as the
I don't know. I
market crazy.
yeah, I was just really frustrated because they get everything for nothing. And
Right.
they don't have a high overhead in
Well,
what they pay people. So
there's
I don't care
also
how much.
Salvation Army. Salvation Army is a good one.
The
There's just
Salvation Army is an exceptional one because the Salvation Army really does provide services of all kinds. They
hmm
run soup kitchens. They were there at 9/11. They're there.
yeah,
They don't make a profit.
yeah.
Um, so it can be done. All right. So back to this. I think it's dry. So I don't know if I want to put maybe a little red. You can buy these packages of these at Michael's or wherever, Joanne. That gives it a little bling. I like that. Let's put that on. The other one I put some ribbon on too that hangs down. But these just look a little bit like poinsettias.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for coming. All right. What do you think of that?
Pretty.
It is, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now with the red, it looks more like I can put my snowman in there.
Where are you watching from, Lisa? I'm not sure where she lives. I think she's in the US,
Aha.
but I'm not sure.
Well, a lot of people watch us after the show.
Yeah, hi to the replay people.
Lots of the retape. Yeah. Hi to all the replay people. So what I'm doing now is I'm just stuffing some, okay, where's language gone today? It's disappeared. Tissue paper.
Some ornamentation.
It's ornamentation. But
Let's get ornamented.
I'm just going to pack this in. And I'm going to pack it in pretty nicely.
Let's be the most.
Okay. Is this going to be too much?
Oh, yeah, Lisa. No problem.
You know,
Thanks for
what you
watching.
can, that's going to be too much. You know what you can do is, and of course I don't have any, I just have those makeup ones, is use cotton balls and pull them apart so it looks like snow and add a little glitter on it. Or the stuff that you can buy that already has the glitter on it. It's like cotton that you could put around the Christmas tree, or you
Mm-hmm.
put like under, things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably do that at the end. Okay, so let's glue this in. And good. I'm going to make a little indent in there for my snowman. And when I get some cotton, I'm going to put that in around him. And let's make him smaller. Go down more. Okay. You can see what I'm doing in there. I'm just pressing that in. And now I'm going to stand him up. Just fix his broom a little bit. Look more like a little. There we go. And these things were, they're so cheap. It's really, they're kind of old fashioned. And it's kind of like, the ornaments of the olden days.
How did you get the jewels to hang at the bottom, the bling?
So I threaded it on a piece of wire. I put a um, little bead at the bottom, pushed it up, twisted it, made it flat. Then I put the second bead on so that the two ends, the end is up inside this little bead, right? Then I put another bead on, another bead, another bead, and I put a little dot of glue to hold that. And I threaded it up through the bottom. And then I glued it in with the hot glue gun.
Oh,
But
okay.
the other one I had just done with tape and some of my favorite glue. But I had the glue gun out for speed, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
And so there we go.
that's really cute.
Isn't that cute? Now, if
Yeah,
you
it
want
does
to,
remind me of the old days, like ornaments that you would see in the 1950s and 1960s.
yeah, and you know what? If you have an old ornament that's like, kind of almost falling apart or whatever, a little elf or something, put it in something like this and make it new again and use it. You could also put little flowers. You could make it like a little flower thing, little tiny poinsettias or something if you want to put on the tree. Or, it doesn't have to be for Christmas.
Yeah.
You could make it Halloween, and fill it with some candy. You could fill it with candy for Christmas and put it on the tree. Um, yeah, hide some money in there.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So there's two different coins. Where's my other one? There it is. I mean, one is very Victorian,
Mm-hmm.
and one is, you know,
I
old
love the
fashioned.
little crystals at the bottom, the little gems.
Yes. Now I got those at Michael's. I just bought 2 strands, and they came. So I can hold this up. They came with the little pieces in between the little beads,
Mm-hmm.
so you really get a lot. And these also have little beads in front of them.
Those are pretty.
Aren't they pretty?
Yeah.
And I just went with some neutral colors, you know, because that. And then last night I found these. These look like little ice balls. So I might have to find something to go with this. I'll keep, I'll keep planning. Um,
Yeah.
one of the things I wanted to tell you is that the the angel that I got in here, that's an Anna Griffin uh, uh, die cut, and I bought that on Etsy. There's a gal on Etsy, and they're usually very expensive, and a lot of them on there were, but I did manage to find somebody, and I got a whole package of these for $12.99. But if you think about how many of these you would get in a package of stickers, you'd maybe, if you were lucky, you'd get 3 or 4, and that would be $6. So you get, like, you know, a whole mess of them. These are the angel, and I just got a,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
whole mess of them.
I love the
Bought the-
angel.
I bought the angels are cute. Actually, I was thinking of you when I bought the angels.
Those are
Uh,
my favorite.
there's all kinds of things that she has. Um, I bought these for the club because we're going to start making Christmas cards and decorations and stuff. And then I got one. Oh, it's got to reach. These are fun. These are all Santa Clauses and some snowmen. These are kind of old fashioned. These
Yeah.
will
I love the Santa and the old Ford.
and these will make great cards.
Is that an old Ford that Santa's in?
Yeah,
That's adorable.
yeah.
Uh,
Now again, I mean, these are gorgeous just by themselves. But if you wanted to, you could add a little bling with, you know, the you've seen me have these out before. The little boxes. So you
Yeah,
could.
Annetta's here.
Oh,
Hi,
hi, Annetta. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Look at this cute one, Sam.
That's cute.
So I'm always on the lookout for things that you know, I can make things out of.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this is a cute old-fashioned one.
Oh.
There were snowman too, but you know, I kind of ran out of my budget.
Yeah, back when you were a kid, did people buy a lot of ornaments, or did most people make them for the tree?
Well, it depends on, you know, when you go back. Um, so when I was in kindergarten, my kindergarten teacher made us we made ornaments, and a lot of times you would do that kind of stuff in school and
Mm-hmm.
with presents because we celebrated Christmas in schools back then. There weren't that many other religions, uh, um, you know.
Yeah.
So, but now we have so many different religions that it's not fair to just do one and not do others. And then if you did all of them, it would just take all the time. And honestly, as a Montessori teacher, we felt that we gave them an oasis from Christmas. because Christmas inundates everything. So we celebrated winter, and we would do projects, that were,
But
winter
what
orientated.
my question is, the ornaments on the tree when you were little, were they store bought or were they homemade?
Both. They were both. I think I opened this upside down. Both. Grandma. So in the 60s, so like in the 50s, it was more, they were store bought, but a lot of them were handmade in Taiwan. Was Taiwan then?
Were they just like generally just the Christmas balls?
Germany made a lot of ornaments. A lot of ornaments came from Germany.
Mm-hmm.
You had real tinsel, real, was like lead.
Wow.
You would take it off the tree every year and save it.
Wow.
Yeah. When my grandmother was little, she told me that you always had to keep a bucket of water and sand on the porch because they used real candles on the trees and they would often go up in flames.
Oh, wow.
And you would have to run them outside.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think when electricity came around, that's when the trees got bigger because you could get them, you didn't have to run them outside so often.
Well,
But
I
then you had
can't imagine
electrical.
putting a real candle on a tree
I know, but they
or
did.
near a tree. Oh gosh.
They did. Yeah. Things weren't as safe back then. And they were safer back then. It's kind of how you look at it. I mean, nobody locked their doors. You just, no. You knew your neighbors. You were safer that way. But yeah, your Christmas tree would go on into flames, and you didn't have um, you didn't have
Yeah,
vaccines against
hey kids,
measles
the
and
tree's on fire again. Watch
yeah,
out. Someone get the door.
yeah. I think that's why often the tree was put up on Christmas Eve.
Did that happen when you were little? Did your tree get on fire and your
No, I was in the electricity era. We had electricity,
okay, so
um,
you didn't have
but we did have those big hot uh, uh, bulbs.
yeah, I
That
remember those. Yeah.
yeah. Um, but the towns would decorate. Of course, over the streets and everything would be all these lovely decorations and the storefronts. And if you could get up to Macy's and see their window, oh,
Mm-hmm.
um,
They still
and you
do
didn't
it.
get a whole bunch. You didn't get a lot of toys. So what you got, you really appreciated. Um,
New York City is the best. At Christmas time is the best time to go to New York City because all the window displays are just magnificent. They hire teams of people to do their department stores
yeah,
windows. It's insane.
it is. They bring a live tree every year to Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, New York City's the best at Christmas time.
Yeah, music, but it's crowded. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch A Christmas Story, that was kind of Aunt Jerry's era, your Aunt Jerry's era. That was like, the 40s. I was the 50s. But
Mm-hmm.
one year, and we used to get these big, beautiful glass balls, and Grandma would decorate the tree on Christmas Eve. I don't know how she did it, but miracles happen. And Dad would bring in this tree, and and then I think he would put the lights on, but she had to put all the ornaments.
Right.
So we would come down Christmas morning to find the tree, and it was really magical. But one year, my Aunt Helen um, bought the boys a cannon, and it had, the plastic balls that they have in like the ball things that you can go in, that kids
Yeah.
go in. Well, they
Hmm.
had plastic. It had black plastic balls like that,
Yeah.
and it really shot them. And
Hmm.
so they figured out that when you got to a certain step going upstairs, they could shoot you in the bottom. And so, they got yelled at for that. And so they decided that a better idea than shooting people was to shoot the Christmas tree balls off the Christmas tree.
Oh. Hmm.
I think that might have been the last year that Aunt Helen was able to give us Christmas presents. Not sure, but yeah, and
Wow.
I remember them doing it. I remember them doing that. That was, and getting in trouble for it. It's like, shaking my head, but I thought it was funny too. When you're a kid.
Now the boys are into paint guns. To, uh,
Yeah, yeah. Or
to go to
dark.
these places and they have these paint gun games that you can play.
When we were kids, they had the darts with the rubber stick it, like a plunger type thing. And
Oh yeah.
the boys all got those one year. And so I stuck a bunch of them to my head, and I came down and I said, "Who gave the kids the dart guns?"
Those are fun. Yeah, the ones that stick on glass. Those are fun.
Yeah, exactly like that. Uh,
Hmm. And now they
yeah,
have the Nerf guns. Those are
yeah, they
fun.
came out with the Nerf guns. Do you remember Click Clacks? They were the. I think they had to ban them. They
Yes.
were right. They were
You
the
hit yourself in the face.
acrylic balls on a string, and you went like this, and they would click clack.
Yes, I had some. I
Not
had
only would
them.
you hit yourself in the head and the face with them,
Yeah,
or but you could wrap them around your neck, like it was like a weapon. Give those
yeah,
to the kids.
those things are dangerous.
We survived. We learned,
And
right?
did your kids have the click clack balls? What are they called?
You had them. They were in your generation, I
Yeah,
think.
I had them. I
I
was
think they
thinking
were
maybe we had
banned.
as kids.
I only think they were around for like maybe a
My
year,
daughter.
maybe two, and then they got banned because they were just really dangerous.
Yes.
I it gets crazy. We try to do things to protect everybody, but I remember when Tom was born, I had to get a really expensive car seat to even take him out of the hospital,
Right.
right? And I forget how many years later, um, it was banned as being dangerous. So here
They recalled it. Yeah.
they recalled them, but for all
Hmm.
these years, he was driving around in a very expensive death trap, thinking it was safer, you know. It just, yeah, sometimes you just got to go, like, but for the grace of God,
Hmm.
uh, you know, stuff
Hmm.
happens. Uh, but, you survive.
We didn't
It's
even
like
have to wear seat. They didn't even enforce seat belts when I was little.
you didn't have child locks.
I remember just never
Kid would
having
open the
on a
door
seatbelt.
and be hanging out the car.
Yeah, there would be like 5 kids in the back seat. None of us had seat belts.
Yeah. Uh,
But
Kathleen
we had
mentioned,
big old heavy cars back then too. They were like made out of
well, they
steel.
did. Yes. Yes. And we didn't go as fast.
Right.
You were mostly on back roads. It was when highways, fast highway driving and cars got
Yeah.
thinner
Now
that,
the cars are
uh,
all made out of like fiberglass.
yeah, they're much more dangerous than they
Yeah.
were. I wonder if rockets will go that way?
Yeah. Anyway, so we're running out of time.
Okay. So
We
if
could
you
tell
want to,
stories up for all day.
if you want to go for the next project with Coralie and I, We're
Mm-hmm.
going to make little treasure boxes for Christmas, treasure thoughts, whatever. You could put your
Mm-hmm.
Christmas jewelry in it,
Tooth
any
fairy
little
box.
things that you want. They're just little boxes.
Cute.
And the package comes with a whole bunch of angels.
Wow.
So, yeah, I might make one of these cornucopias with an angel or two. Um,
Very nice.
yeah,
Well,
just get it
happy
to be the
crafting,
holidays.
everybody. It's crafting season.
It's always crafting season here, but I get especially excited during Halloween and Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Thanksgiving doesn't get such a big,
Don't
big
forget
deal.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is about eating. I mean, with
Mm-hmm.
friends, right? Enjoying friends.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Friends and
doing things.
reflecting on, how lucky you are to live in a country where you have enough food
Mm-hmm.
year round. In the before refrigeration, you didn't get oranges, you didn't get things because they couldn't send them without them
Mm-hmm.
perishing, being frozen. Or uh, so when you got an orange in your stocking, that was a big deal. Um,
Yeah.
it was a real treat. Get something like that. Yeah, so time to reflect, and the birds that we have, the turkeys that are raised for Thanksgiving are they're bred for having big breasts, you know. They they actually they were a little deformed
Hmm.
because of that. Um, and yeah, so they have a short life, but they have a good life. Depends on where it comes from.
Don't make me sad. Don't make me.
As long as they're treated well. I-
Mm-hmm. Cage
That's
free.
that's the main thing. Um, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you having
Well,
Thanksgiving at your house this
then
year?
what's that?
Are you having Thanksgiving at your house?
I have no idea.
Okay. You got some time.
I have no idea what we're doing, but
You got to go through that Halloween candy first.
I make this thing called it's I don't know what it's called, but I found this recipe one year and I love making it. It's vegetarian, vegan, and it's Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes, cubed sweet potatoes, peeled and cubed, and then the Brussels sprouts are halves cut in half, and then you put like brown sugar, um, a little salt and pepper, brown sugar. You can do put some maple syrup, and then some pecans and like goat cheese,
Ooh,
and mix it all up and bake it on a baking sheet.
that sounds
And
delicious.
it's really good. Yeah, I look forward to that.
Do the kids like that too?
Yeah, yeah, they
Great.
like anything with sugar.
I might have to get that recipe from you. You know,
Yeah.
the best part of Thanksgiving is the leftovers.
Mm-hmm. Oh
I'm
yeah,
thank.
and then I make a Mexican soup. I have a great recipe for turkey leftovers, or
Mhm.
I make turkey pozole, and then sometimes and with the ham I make homemade split pea soup.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I make the split pea
I
or
make
and
use out of
lentil.
the leftovers. Nothing gets wasted.
Yep. Yeah. That's the way you should do it for sure. Right.
Yep.
I'm going to be
Okay, so
celebrating with friends.
we'll see everybody. Let's see the next. Can't believe it's November today.
Well,
So
during the Thanksgiving vacation, we're gonna record the
yeah,
one
our
um
next show is your next show
for
is December Friday, December 6th will be that edition.
Okay.
That will be the Christmas episode, and then I guess yeah, and then I'll make a poster for the next episode, whenever that will be.
The next episode is going to be December 6th.
Oh, okay. Okay. There's
We're
not
gonna
one
re-
in between.
We're going to pre-record it because we need to do it while she has the vacation from school.
Oh, okay. I see. All right.
So she'll be in school then.
Mhm.
So we're going to pre-record it with her and I and you.
Oh,
And
so
then
the next show will air December 6th. Yeah,
the next
December
show will air December 6th.
Friday, December 6th will be the next episode. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah. Good. Thank you for joining. Good to see everybody.
And
Even if it's in
hello
the
to the
repeat.
replay people. Please comment and like and share if you get a chance. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next month, next Friday, first Friday of every month.
First Friday of every month. Bye.